Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and well, the Inghams are on their way to Disney. So the beginning of the vlog, I've cut out a little bit of it because it was just basically Jace and Mila. They were having an argument or a debate over breakfast, would you believe? You know, a typical day in the Ingham household, I must say. But the one thing I would point out is I didn't get it right. They were having like breakfast cereal and there was copious amounts of what syrup was it being poured on it. Why would anyone taint a breakfast with syrup? I don't know, right? I don't get it. I don't get why you have like what is supposed to be the healthiest meal of the day and then just ruin it by putting loads of sugar. I don't get it, right? I know some people do. My friends always used to put sugar in their cereal, and I never got that either. But, you know, and I like sugar, so there you go. And that was it, right? So I've cut that out because that was stupid. And yeah, let's go and see how they're getting on with their going away plans. Big day for them.
What are you three doing over here?
Watching Onward.
Watching what?
Onward.
Onward?
Yes.
We've had Ratatouille on this morning.
Yeah.
Then we had The Good Dinosaur.
Yeah.
Is it funny, Mila?
Wow, anybody would think that they had some sort of holiday to get ready for and to get on the road with, you know, with such a long drive and everything. You'd think that they would be up bright and early and ready to go, raring to go. You know, there's three kids there, sat there watching cartoons, all very relaxed and everything. But, you know, most would be thinking, oh, I know. We're going to Disney today. I cannot wait. We're going. Can we go? When are we going, Mum? Can we go? Can we leave now? But no, they're just sat there having the time of their lives watching cartoons whilst the day gets away with them. You'd think that you would want to get on the road, wouldn't you? You know, with it being such a long drive and everything.
Something on your face.
Oh, it's so funny. Isn't it?
It's smudging ink all over his face.
Uh-oh. It's been a bit of a busy one this morning, as always. Getting everything ready to leave for the trip. Packing. Chris had to go out and run a few errands. I think we're almost ready now. Are we almost ready?
No.
Oh, gosh. Everything seems to take so much longer than you expect. And it's so hard to do any of those things when you've got a Velcro baby that just loves to contact nap and not be put down.
No, you don't fancy maybe palming her off to, I don't know, what? Who's that other adult that's in the house that could possibly help you out in these situations, Sarah? Possibly give her over to her eldest sister, possibly. Might want to take the reins for a little bit to allow Mummy to do a bit of packing and get things ready. Or, if Mummy doesn't want to release the baby, then maybe Isabel could help with the packing process. You know, just a few more hands might be handy in this situation, and I would even go as far to say that Esme is old enough also to try and help out just a smidge, you know, because I don't like Chris, as you know, but, you know, to have it all on him, to do it all, you know, I feel like that's a bit much, you know, alongside going out and running all your errands as well, Sarah, you know, picking up the stuff, the crap that you order and don't need, you know, you've put all that on it, and then to cap it all off, you just sit there, you stand there with a baby saying, oh, there's so much to do. It's like, what? There's so much to do and you're just doing nothing. Ridiculous.
So it's like taking in turns, like you take it for 5 minutes. I've got to...
almost like that. I know it sounds really dramatic, yeah. But getting ready for a trip is almost so bad that it's almost not worth doing trips.
Don't be dramatic.
I know, right? It's so stressful getting it all ready and packing up, and, you know, it's almost as if this holiday was a spur of the moment thing that you just decided today, and you had no chance to pack prior to today, did you? You just didn't have a clue you were going away today at all, no.
I don't know if you just heard Chris, but Chris is like really stressed right now. Only because we've had so many jobs to do today. But we're almost ready now. We're almost ready to leave. And
the toddlers are literally like Jason and Mila just smashing the house up everywhere behind you.
They haven't been today.
Everywhere.
They have been with food, to be honest.
Crazy,
they have been with food.
Anything.
You wanted this big family. I'm only joking. Obviously Chris is only joking. It's just been a bit of a stressful morning, but we're almost there now. We're almost ready. 3 little ones are over there watching the programme. No idea where Isabel and Esme are. Probably upstairs. Aurora's fast asleep. We're almost done. Almost ready to leave.
I'm so happy right now. You see that? That is the boiler kicking in.
Oh, thank God for that. I thought the thing was on fire. Jesus, seriously. I was concerned, you know, for your safety, Chris.
Because we've just topped up with LPG. I didn't realise, but as we were leaving the house today, the LPG tank, which is the gas that powers like all of the central heating and things and the hot water when we're off grid, was almost out. And so when LPG is quite hard to come by in the UK, or in my experience anyway, especially when you're travelling down the motorway. But thank goodness this service has had an LPG stop. I have to apologise to everybody because this has probably got to be the worst Vlogmas video ever. No apologies necessary, Chris. You managed to get something up, even if it was 2.5 hours late, you know. But yeah, it's fine, don't worry. It's just not much worse than yesterday's, to be fair. We started it and did our calendars today, and then today was just so awful, like literally awful, that we filmed nothing at all, and now we're on the road. So we've had this huge massive transition of hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, and now we're on the road. So we just had a mad, awful morning, as you can probably tell by my voice. I'm not feeling amazing today. But the show must go on.
You sound a bit stressed, Chris. Shame nobody else could be bothered to help you out, you know, or anything, whilst you were packing away, beavering away.
And go on it shall. But today it's just been awful. That's just the best way to describe it. It's been awful. It's been super stressful. I know Sarah mentioned this earlier. Trying to get everything ready and done. Sarah had me going on a million errands this morning to pick up this and that from all sorts of places, which just because it's a Saturday, dragged out all day because it was just so busy everywhere, and it just had a knock-on effect all afternoon. So
okay, so no, I don't get it, right? Because yeah, it's a Saturday, and yes, it's going to be busy, which has a knock-on effect for the whole day, etc, etc. But Chris, I know this doesn't come as a shock to you, but you knew it was going to be a Saturday when you planned to leave on the Saturday. You know, it's one of those things where you think, you know, I should maybe get prepared a little bit before the Saturday, because Saturday's gonna be a bit chocker, you know. But no, you just carry on being an Ingham.
I'm really sorry that this video is completely rubbish so far. We're not very far on the road though. We're a little bit on the road. We're at like the first services on our way out.
Okay, so you've only just left. How late did you leave? It's pitch black there, Chris. Did you not think, hang on, we've got to drive from where we live all the way down to the foot of the country, and it's going to take so many hours, and yet you thought, yeah, probably best leave in the evening. That's probably about the right time, isn't it?
Down south towards the Great White Cliffs of Dover. That's where we're going right now, man. Oh, yeah, let's do it. Obviously, we had a lovely, lovely, lovely... That's another thing as well, is that we couldn't really film today because at the house we had my uncle there, and we were handing over the house to him and having a nice little catch up in between all the mad... It was just... there was just no chance filming was happening today, unfortunately, at the house and stuff, because we just had too much going on. Family reunion, plus the chaos of literally getting on the road. But we're here now, and it's all good. Everything's fine. Everything's all good, and we're on the way. So we've done a stop. We've got fuel. We've got LPG, which means we're...
He really thinks he's some sort of cool gangster, doesn't he? I just... the way he speaks, it just absolutely cracks me up. Chris, you're an absolute you're a moron. Sorry.
Cooking now. We've got everything we need. The only thing we need is the next stop. We're not going to stop here for dinner, but we are going to stop soon for some dinner and then get on the road. Excited, we're going to cross into another continent tomorrow.
I'm sorry, what? You're going to cross into another continent tomorrow? Are we now? You're going to France? You're going to France? Remember when I said you were a moron a second ago? Well, double that. Maybe quadruple it. Because you're going to mainland Europe. And yeah, going to another continent. I think that Chris actually believes that, because I'm sure when he came back one time, he said that he was... when they were coming back from France to the UK, they said they're leaving Europe or something. And no... I mean, it can't be stated enough, right? Because they say that they are educating their kids, right? And I wouldn't jump on this bandwagon of, oh, well, you're educating your kids, you're not smart enough yourself. But, that is basic level, like, geography. Basic. The most basic, probably, you can get. But, Jesus Christ.
And start this little Christmas epic adventure. We're going to make it better, I promise.
Okay, so what's going on with that 70s porn music? Please, let me know. Because it's just weird. A very, very weird choice of music there.
We just got to our park up for the night. It's been a day and a half today and I cannot wait to get into bed and go to sleep because today's vlog has been a bit of a shorter one because we've been busy and travelling. Here is a little throwback to one of our first ever trips to Disneyland Paris whilst vlogging. So we have actually been coming to Disneyland Paris since Esme was 6 months old. It was like our family tradition. You guys know this if you're the OG iFam. But we've been coming here every year for a lot of years now, and there's very few years that we've actually missed.
And you've been coming here every single year. Only a few that you've missed, right? What the fuck? Seriously. Okay, so... they put a throwback video from 2016 and I'm not going to do that, right? I'm not going to put you through the entire thing, but what I'm going to do is a special treat for you because since this is them going back to Disney, I thought I would share with you like a Disney memory vlog, if you like, right? So instead of just one full Disney clip, one full Disney episode, we're gonna have a look at every single Disney adventure they've had since they've been vlogging. Won't that be fun? It will be fun, trust me. So in October 2015, the Inghams visited Disney in Florida for the first time in their lives. It was their honeymoon after getting married. And for some reason, they took Granny Jane and Grandpa Steve with them. Now, Steve, he got a bit emotional over the whole Disney experience.
No, they've got its sun cream on the
I want
faces.
to rush because I just want to soak it in.
Oh yeah, definitely, Dad. Yeah, it's fine.
Incredible, it is magic.
And thus the legend of Steve was born. But also, inexplicably, for some reason or other, they invited Dave, my forever, on their honeymoon with them. And for those that don't know, Dave is Chris's brother, for some reason coming on Chris and Sarah's honeymoon. It's a bit weird. December 2016, Disneyland Paris. And Chris, and Sarah for that matter, for all their love of Disney, unbelievably, still cannot pronounce the word Davy, as in Davy Crockett.
Not gonna lie, guys, I'm pretty excited. We just arrived at the Davy Crockett Ranch, which is where we're staying this time whilst we're in Disneyland. It's super foggy today, so I can't see a right lot of the complex at the minute.
But just letting you guys know that we checked into our hotel. We are staying this time at the Davy Crockett Ranch, or Davy Crockett Ranch. Don't really know how to pronounce it. I'm pretty sure it's Davy Crockett Ranch. It's a new one for us. We've never stayed in this one before. The last couple of times we've stayed in the Hotel New York, which was amazing. We've stayed in the Cheyenne a few times and the Santa Fe a couple of times as well. But we wanted to try somewhere different, and it's not actually like a hotel room, it's more like log cabins, and the girls have their own bedroom, and it's just great if you're bigger than a family of 4 and don't really want to squeeze into a hotel room.
Pretty much unbelievable, right? They've been going so many years and they are self-confessed Disney fanatics. Even back then in 2016, Disney fanatics, and cannot even pronounce one of the main characters, you know, like Davy Crockett, King of the Wild Frontier, right, Chris? October 2017, on the ill-fated Disney Florida trip.
Good morning, everyone! And today we're going to Magic Kingdom!
Now, the Inghams had not long moved into their brand new dream house. In about a month before they left for Disney, they actually moved into their dream house, not that one there on screen, although they soon would dream of a Disney-esque house. But, you know, as we know, they ended up getting the manor in the end. But they went on this trip of a lifetime to Disney, Florida. And whilst they were there, on this particular day, October 23rd, 2017, they were due to meet up with some friends of theirs.
Oh yeah, look! Woohoo! And check out the back. Disney Invasion! We got the Ingham family and Raising Mum and Dad, who we are meeting up with in a short while. YouTube family vloggers, love it. They so kindly got those t-shirts for us for this trip. They surprised us with them on yesterday's vlog. Was it yesterday's vlog?
No, the day before.
The day before's vlog. If you didn't see that, go and check it out. So today we're meeting up with them.
Yesterday's vlog, I'm talking rubbish.
What? One day's vlog. We're meeting up with them and we are very excited.
And true to their word, they did in fact meet up with this family. They were called Raising Mum and Dad. They were a YouTube family vlogger at the time of around about 3,000 or 4,000 subs. So they were quite downgrading themselves, but they did meet up with them.
There they are! The camera's on!
How's it going?
Hey!
Nice to meet you, man.
You too, man.
Oh, I'm so excited!
Hey, how's it going? Well, that was a lucky bump into.
Taylor just spotted you. We're just walking and she goes, oh, there's the Inghams. Hey, girl. You too.
Hey, guys.
Hi. I watch you all the time on YouTube.
We have loved watching you guys. Have you guys just arrived?
We did, yeah.
We've been here about 30 minutes.
Well, yes, it's been like a week, but yeah.
After a fun day was had by all, Chris was squirting the two girls, you know, with water, because who doesn't want to see that, you know, Chris, right? But later that evening...
It's a super late night after those fireworks. It's 11 PM, so we are going to go to sleep. We've got a busy day tomorrow at Hollywood studios, which...
So shortly after that clip was filmed, Chris messaged one of his friends, another one of his friends. As you can see, this was the 23rd of October, as I mentioned earlier, and he said to this friend of his, "Trust me, I bet we have a lot in common. If you can sneak out without waking anyone, then defo come meet me. I'm always up every night. I would say tonight, but I need to crack on editing first. If you're awake in an hour or two, ha! Otherwise, like tomorrow or the next day, come see me for defo." Yeah, that was Chrissy's one and only favourite IFAM, who just turned 16 at the time. Barely legal, Chris, but messaging on the dead of night after, you know, after your wife has just said goodnight to the IFAM. You know, you've had a lovely day, you know, spraying your kids' friends with water, and, you know, it's been so titillating, shall we say, Chris? Titillating? Is that a word that you could describe it? Anyway, just a thought. So, yeah, it was a fabulous day that he was having. He was having the time of his life, was Christopher. Oh, yes. And then, of course, we've got Josh, who is the dad of Mum and Dad's channel. Raising Mum and Dad, right? So they have a role to play here.
What's up, guys? So we've been sitting down here at the pool at the Art of Animation. We ran into some friends of ours. You may have seen them before if you've ever turned on a YouTube channel. You guys know who the Ingham family are? So we're down here right now. We actually brought them a couple little gifts. One of the things we showed you guys on a video just a couple weeks ago. Can't wait to show this. We want you guys to see this with us, with them, so watch. All right, so, hold on. Chris got the red one. I almost got you a pink one, but, okay. Isabel's was purple or green, right?
Yeah.
All right, and Esme's is yellow.
Yeah, Isla's is purple.
And Sarah's is pink.
The thing that's like official, the big one. Do you want them to all do that?
They're all in it. I wrapped it in layers.
Okay, so is it like last in the bottom?
Yep.
Awesome. So they have to wait for that last thing.
Hold on, Chris. Give me another dab.
No, you cannot do that, Dad.
Here's what's great. I will not dab. The girls ask me to all the time.
Yeah.
And they've even been like, Chris dabs.
We've been practicing this dab for so long. It used to be.
It's evolved from...
Oh my
So
God,
you were a little weak and now you're a little bit more manly.
Now, the reason I'm showing this is because some of you may remember that Josh, or the dad from this family, sent out a message of support to Chris after the allegations came out. In fact, he was very vocal in his defense, stating, now I can't find the actual screenshot, but this did actually happen, you'll have to trust me. He stated along the lines of, Chris never once got his phone out whilst he was there with them at Disney. And that was his defense, saying that Chris couldn't have done all this that's been leveled at him. Interesting thing though, recently, this question appeared on Chris's Instagram and he answered it. Somebody said, just Happy Thanksgiving from Knoxville, Tennessee, and Chris said, some of our most dearest friends are also from good old Tennessee. So would that actually happen to be Josh? Is that right, Chris? Is it right? I didn't put the 2 and 2 together, but I think I'm right.
Daddy, what color's yours?
Mine is gray.
Gray. Ooh, we could do Daddy's, customize his real easy with a Tennessee T in the middle.
Mama, could...
Sounds like he's from Tennessee to me, but also his Instagram suggests he's from Knoxville too, so I'm suggesting here that you and Josh and the rest of the fam, or just you and Josh, are still best buds, Chris, which is absolutely incredible. So I never knew that. And it's interesting to note because of his clear defence of you when all the allegations came out. In actual fact, he was with you on the day that you sent the messages to the 16-year-old. That is the connection, which is so much fun, Chris. So much fun. I wonder if he, well, obviously he knows, but I wonder if he is actually cares that you know, I mean, obviously he must know by now that it's true. So I don't know what he's thinking. Anyway, yeah, that's just something that cropped up I thought would be quite interesting to discuss.
Big thank you to Josh and Kirsty.
No.
I know. Big thank you to you guys. It's been so lovely hanging out with you, Taylor and Olivia. It's actually made our holiday, and like we told you guys tonight, we feel like we've made genuine, lifelong friends, and we will meet up again real soon.
And so you should, Sarah, so you should. It sounds to me like you're still very good friends to this day, so congratulations on that. But not seeing your besties, you know, I feel like you need a reunion of some description. December 2017 was a sad date in the Ingham family diary, as they never actually got to go to Disney. Oh no, but in place of that we got an infamous Sarah Ingham rant.
We've had quite a lot of questions regarding us going to Disneyland Paris this year. I know so many of you came along with us last year, and maybe even the year before, I can't remember. It's been a tradition of ours for the last 7 years to go to Disneyland Paris at the start of December to kind of, I don't know, kick off the Christmas season. It's something we've always done, and we've really enjoyed it. We always go like the cheapest way possible. We drive to keep the costs down, we take snacks and things like that. And it's enabled us to go every single year. This is not something I'm bragging about or making out we've got loads of money, because we don't. And some years it was extremely difficult to scrimp and scrape and save so that we could go on this annual trip. Like I just said, we did it the cheapest way possible. We'd go on the tunnel or the ferry or whatever was cheaper that year. Anyway, we've been asked a lot of questions about when are we going, and you guys know it's a tradition, you're long-standing iFam, and are we going this year, what dates, you can't wait for the vlogs, blah 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 blah. And we're not actually going to Disneyland Paris this year, so for all of you that have been asking, here's your answer: we're not going. And we're not going because we can't afford to, or we don't want to, or we just can't be bothered this year, or we don't have time. I'm going to be completely honest here with you guys. We're not going to Disneyland Paris this year because we were scared. And I'm not joking when I say that. We were scared about the backlash that we may receive if we were to go on another holiday this year, because we've been so lucky and so fortunate, like beyond words, this year with holidays. We've been so incredibly lucky. We managed to find some great deals. We actually got invited to a hotel in Mallorca the second time we went, so we were invited there to stay. And we went to America in October, which we saved for 2 years for. And we've just been incredibly lucky. And I know that that's not really taken well by some people. Some people feel like we shouldn't go on so many holidays and give negative comments, basically. Most of you are so supportive and lovely about it, but some of you are not. And this year me and Chris spoke in great detail, and Chris was more leaning towards we should just go, you know, forget the haters, so to speak, let's just go. And I was a bit more reserved, like I really don't want to get loads of hate on our channel. And in the end we decided, let's not bother, we won't go. Hello Prinny. So that's the reason we're not going to Disneyland Paris this year. And I sit here tonight thinking, why do I let people influence me in that way? And now the girls they're not like neglected obviously, or they're not missing out, so to speak, but we're going to miss a tradition that we've done for 7 years because I was worried about how it would be perceived, so to speak. And that makes me a little bit gutted. Anyway guys, all I'm trying to say is,
If you want to do something, go ahead and do it. Don't let people put you off. Don't let people put you down. And don't make people make you feel scared about doing something like I did. Because now I really regret it.
April 2018, Disney, Florida. Just a few short months after Sarah's incredible rant about why they couldn't go to Disney, or the fact that they wanted to go to Disney and they should have done and didn't. They're right back there at Disney, but not just Disneyland, they have gone to Florida.
Alright guys, so we're starting our day off bright and early this morning at the very beautiful Animal Kingdom! One of my favourite parks here. I absolutely love this place. It has got such an incredible vibe. As you can hear right now, it's only just gone opening time. We've only just got in the park and it is absolutely buzzing. There is so many people here. It is just incredible.
And let's not forget that it was little Isla's 6th birthday in Disney as well. I've got to wonder though how they managed to actually pack so many toys and presents and take them all the way over to Florida with them on the plane and then bring them all back again. Insanity to me, but it happened. December 2018, Disneyland Paris, the first Disney trip post Chris allegations.
Million Instagram snaps later. We've taken already like 50 pictures on our cameras. Anyway, yeah, Iselle's got some picture frames for Christmas she wants to film. Anyway, if you're not following us on Instagram, make sure you follow us. I'll leave a little pop-up somewhere here, as we're going to be uploading lots of pictures this week, as well as lots of Instagram stories. Now guys, it's time to head on over to our traditional first ride. What's that, Esme?
Small World!
Yay!
It's over there, I can see it.
Small World's always our...
December 2019, Disneyland Paris again. No sign of any more Florida trips after Chrissy's indiscretions, but by this point, that's not the only thing that people were complaining to the Inghams about. The other being the lack of schooling being done by the kids.
We've had a few comments about the girls' school and them missing school, and how do you manage to get around fines, and why do you take them out of school so much? Do their education not matter to you guys, etc, etc. So I just wanted to say, we pay a stupid amount of money, a crazy amount, not stupid, a crazy amount of money every single year for the girls to go to a private school. And when I say a lot of money, we're talking like £25,000 a year just for Isabel and Esme to go to a really good private school.
It was also a memorable Disney trip for the girls, being paraded around in prams, no less, but also wearing their pyjamas all day whilst in the Disney park, which was will stick long in the memory of those who bore witness, right?
I'll say 25. You say 45. What do you say, Alice?
20 or 30.
No, you get one guess, madam.
Never
one
mind
guess.
a little vague guess like that.
45.
45 for you, like Dad? What are you saying? 30. So 30, 25 for me as well, 45 for Dad and Esme, 30 for Isla. Let's see who's right.
Now, another thing I picked up on from that particular trip was this, and this shows a very nasty comparison with today's kids.
Undercover?
You know, actually what's quite embarrassing?
What?
Is that I've just remembered that my hood isn't big enough to go on my head, because this is not a new coat. It's when I was like last year.
Yeah.
So the hood doesn't fit on my head, so now I look like I've got had a shower.
That's not embarrassing though. That's just what everyone else in the park looks like.
No, but they've all got the hoods up.
Oh wow.
What you'll have noticed there is how Isla actually took pride in her appearance. She said how it was embarrassing, the fact that her hair didn't look washed. December 2022, after a 2-year hiatus of not going to their favourite Disneyland, you know, for things such as like the pandemic, stopping them, the damn pandemic, right? But after 2 years, they're finally back at Disneyland Paris, where Sarah would celebrate her birthday in style by meeting up with the Radford family, who happened to be there at exactly the same time.
After a lovely couple of hours with our friends, we met up with the Radfords just in case anyone was wondering. You probably all already know because we've received about 8 million messages saying, do you guys know the Radfords are there? You guys should meet up with the Radfords. I've actually been speaking to Sue on WhatsApp. We were working it out, weren't we? For about 5 years, between 4 and 5 years. We can't remember exactly, but it's between 4 and 5 years, and we've never managed to meet. There's been quite a few occasions where we were supposed to meet, but something happened and we couldn't. Remember when we went to Edinburgh and Noel forgot the... Anyway, there's been a few times we never managed to meet, and typically we both book the same week or the same, our stays overlapped basically here in Disneyland. So we managed to meet. It was really nice. Jace had the blast, didn't you, playing with the children? He had so much fun. He literally was loving his life. Anyway, we've left them now. I think they were watching the nighttime parade. We had a dinner reservation tonight at...
And that was it, the full and final trip down memory lane as far as Disney goes. There are various and widespread problems that they've had going to Disney, as it's been there for all to see, and I hope you've enjoyed this little trip back and brought back some memories possibly. If you remember any of these clips that I've shown, let me know in the comments down below. What did you think? Did you remember the allegations when they came out? I'm sure you did. But you know, did you know what happened the day of the allegations? Did you remember the time that Sarah had her little speech about not going to Disneyland? Anything that I've mentioned here, let me know in the comments below if you remember what I've mentioned. And if you haven't, if you didn't know, if this is all new to you, let me know what you think about it as well. Until next time, thumbs up please, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thank you. Until next time, have a brilliant day. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.